I can remember the exact moment when I felt like I was a mom to Brandy. And I remember I was about 17 and she was 2, and I showed up at her daycare and a little girl had bit her on the cheek. Let me see, Brandy. Let me see. Okay, a little girl had bit her on the cheek, and all I could think of in my 17-year-old mind was the things that were important to me at 17. I'll be very honest, were, my baby's perfect face, and you bit it, and she's going to have a mark on it. So I showed up, and the teacher said, Deidre, just want to let you know that I'm going to omit her name to protect the innocent, but I still remember it. There's a little Susie bit Brandy on the cheek, and it was okay. She was upset for a little bit, but we calmed her down, and there was just a little bit of bleeding, but we were able to stop it. And I remember even at 17, there was this thing that rose up in me, because whenever we have to protect and advocate for our babies, no matter what age we are, that mother gene will rise up in us. And I remember thinking, well, hey, wait a minute. Okay, where were you adults when this crime took place against my child? Like, where were you all? Then I'm like, well, little Susie, and what is going on in her home environment that makes her think she can just bite people? Should we send some people out there to just kind of explore what's going on in the home? And there were just all these things that I was like, at 17, I was like, oh, hey, where did that come from? And I remember leaving that interaction, they answered all of my questions appropriately. They did not send DCFS out to little Susie's house, but they were able to talk to me in a way that made me feel heard as a mom, made me feel understood. And I was okay with sending her back the next day, knowing that they were going to take care of her. And I just remember going home and thinking, where did that mommy stuff come up? Like, where did that bubble up? But exactly when I needed it, it came up. And I think that when we show up in these spaces as who we are and who our kids need us to be, it allows this level of growth in us as mothers, so that we show up as our best selves for them in the way that they need us. And then it allows us that next time to show up for them. And it can be a completely different situation, but that mommy gene is activated. And so then we have the confidence and esteem to, in all situations, say, I'm standing here as a mom, whether it's you face to face with your child and they're having a meltdown. It's like, well, wait a minute. I was a mom at the school the other day when the kid bit my baby. I'm a mom in this situation as well. Let me see what I need to activate in order to have this situation be successful.
Join us as we dive into real life stories, raw experiences, and authentic conversations that celebrate the resilience and diversity of young parents. Check out our latest episode, available now on your favorite podcast streaming platform.